Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I can't believe anyone watched these videos. I made them for me, and I made them for Bones, my lady, my main man, Bones. We're both so obsessed with content. It's not that we're obsessed with content, we're just aching for more. And so there's infinite channels. We always want more. I have a lot to say, and I thought I would throw my hat in the ring, and I can't believe that anyone other than us watched these videos. So thank you. Thank you so much. Please subscribe and like and do all those things if you do enjoy what I have to say, because I'm going to be updating every day. I'm new here, so let me tell you. Let me tell you what this is about. My name is Jake, and I am a saucer channel. This is not a tea channel, it's a saucer channel, which means I watch tea channels and pick up the little driplets and droplets of story and narrative and do my own analysis. I don't read receipts. I do my research, but I don't read receipts. You're not going to catch me watching an episode of Drama Alert unless it's in an episode of something else. You certainly won't catch me listening to like a podcast of any of these people. I don't know how you all do it. I think it's great. Thank you for doing all the hard work for me. If you are here, that means you've watched all of the other stuff. You've seen the footage 3 times. You've seen the receipts 3 times, same as me. And you're just looking for a little bit more. And that's why I'm here. You've watched the best. Now watch the rest. I am technically a tea channel, but I am a bad tea channel. So let's get into the clickbait, and then I can tell you about my day, because usually it's the other way around. So grab the drink that you want to drink and the smoke that you want to smoke, and let's get down to brass tacks. Let's talk about some tea. You know what I was thinking about earlier? I had totally forgot. They used to call stoners tea heads back in the 50s and 40s during like Kerouac's time. The Beat Generation used to call weed tea. And I used to read Jack Kerouac's like, oh my goodness, there's a cat emerging from a furniture. Oh my goodness, I didn't expect that. Like a little slug popping out of the... Oh, she's going to want out here. Sorry guys, I had to let the cat out of the room. When I was younger and learning to write and be a writer myself, I used to follow Jack Kerouac. I used to have like his rules, and I don't remember any of them, but I do remember be a tea head of time. So they were all smoking grass. I know they were smoking different kind of grass, but I think it's very interesting, eh? Dare I say appropriate? Okay. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the tea room. This is so silly. I genuinely cannot get over that anyone watched these videos. I think it's so funny. I believe what I say, but I just didn't expect anyone to listen whatsoever. So comment. Let me know, because my whole thing is like, I'm always looking for proof, and everyone's saying that there's proof. We're going to talk about that today with Trish and Moses and stuff like that. Like, people are telling me that there's proof, and I'm not seeing it, which makes me think that I'm crazy, and I'm willing to accept that. I told you, I'm not good at this, and I'm brand new to this, so like, throw me proof. I'm not someone who sticks to my guns when I know that I'm wrong. If I see the error of my ways, I will do my very best to fix them and adjust it, which is a lot of people on YouTube and a lot of people just kind of in society double down. I've been in relationships with people who double down, and it's just not how I do it. I would rather, some things I double down on, but maybe that's not fair. And that's life. That's the journey of life in growing up. Just like Blink-182 said. All right, Trisha Paytas, Moses, and a new person came through. Now, everything I'm hearing, most of it came from Sebastian Soto and this new person, Van Luc7. This is kind of a notebook channel. In my notebook, I got my notes. I really like them. I don't know Van Luc7. I only watched the one video. I like her affect, and she seems like a reasonable human being. Sebastian is a riot. I'm brand new to him. Bones introduced me to him, but he's one of the people that kind of showed me like it's nice to have a buddy, and everyone appreciates that he uploads so much. So it was kind of an inspiration in its own right. So this is where I'm getting this stuff from, but it is a continuation of my video yesterday, where it's kind of like I don't know these people, and I don't see the proof. I don't. Okay, a third person came out, and again, we need to make this ultra clear because you guys don't know me. That's fair. On this channel, and me personally, believe survivors. We believe women. When women come out and say that something's happened, we believe them. I believe them. It's a big thing. I need to make that abundantly clear. And when I make certain points, it's just because I don't know who these individuals are. Just because someone comes out, like just anything, just give me a picture of them together, give me a screenshot of any conversation where they are even really interacting. I mean, like, it doesn't take much, but it does. This whole thing reeks of trying to tear down something that one does not understand. And just reading somebody's GoFundMe saying that that things went away on account of what people are saying are allegedly Trisha and Moses just sounds so out of left field, and I don't know where. See, it gets so iffy, right? Fuck. It's really so awful that this happened to this girl. And it's awful whether she was with Moses or not. And so, donate to the GoFundMe because of her. Because you want her to have a better life. But the things connecting this story, this narrative, is not adding up to me. It doesn't add up, the harassment. And what I will say about like the harassment and these people, I guess they're blaming, as far as I can tell, they're blaming Trisha for all of this. Like, personally, Trisha is like stalking them and harassing them. I will 100%, if it turns out to be a Trisha fan or stan or Moses stan or H3 or whatever, 100% buy it. And maybe I need to open up my eyes. I don't, there's something not adding up, and I don't want to say too much to disparage anything, because I can't make it clear enough that if someone comes out and says something, like, I believe them. But like I said in my last video, it's a person-to-person thing. It's not it's not me versus society. It's not me versus women or women versus men or anything like that. It's like how are you connecting these things? I don't see the connective tissue. I see it's just a bunch of stuff, and people want to believe that it forms an actual narrative, and I don't see it. The stories of all of these women feel inconsistent. Um, I don't know. I feel so bad. I feel so bad that this person had to go through this, and I have a really hard time getting all of the information from a GoFundMe with redacted names. So I want to talk about this stuff, and I want to be as enlightened and forward thinking, and certainly not victim shaming, because this stuff is important. But also, like, a GoFundMe is surrounded by money. All of this is surrounded by money. And I don't see the connective tissue. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So people are being like, why won't Trisha defend him? My God, how many people accuse Trisha of doing whatever? I was just talking to Bones. Trisha must get sued personally 14 times a day for whatever. They asked Will Smith a long time ago what the worst part about being a celebrity was. He said, everyone sues me. Everyone. Just like lost in litigation. So if this person has a GoFundMe because something awful happened, we want to support them. If we want to, like, financially, like, we support them in our hearts. If you choose to support them financially, go for it. That being, and if there's like stalkers and stuff like that, and they are connected to any kind of fan base, like, that's absolutely uncalled for, inappropriate, and terrifying. And maybe it is worth, I mean, I don't know. It's like politics, because Trisha doesn't want to come out and like connect herself with who could be anyone. It could be anyone. I don't know I don't know. This story has so many holes. If this was a news story on the news, if this was a movie, you all would be so disappointed and fed up and like through with it. This is nothing. This is nothing because nothing's happening right now. And all that's happening is someone supposedly, allegedly, tried to put a period on the sentence, and now there's a GoFundMe accusing redacted of stalking and harassing. And YouTube has just decided, based on feather thin everything, that it's Trisha and Moses's fault, because Moses may have a connection, may have some sort of a connection. I'm sorry that the waters are still. I'm sorry that the wind, Jeffrey is busy with his yaks. He's like finding peace with his yaks. So, we won't be talking about Creepshow for a second. God willing, we won't be talking about Creepshow for a second. Something will happen soon enough, guys. Don't worry about it. But, like, blaming these two people for barely anything and then wondering why she's brushing it off publicly. Like, if you have to question that, you're insane. So make your paper. Do what you got to do. I get it. We all need to make the content, you know? But, like, this story is nothing. Yet. Alright, let me be ultra crystal clear. When I say this story is nothing, I'm referring to the circumstantial evidence connecting Trisha and Moses. All I hear are second and third hand accounts. This young woman's personal story is far from nothing. I only send love and positivity to her and her family. Yet. We'll see. I will be the first. No, I won't. I won't be the first. I already told you that. I'm not going to be the first. You had the first, now have the worst. That's all I have to say about it. It's messy. And once the connective tissue starts showing itself, I will be more open to all of it. Respectfully. And in the meantime, if you're having trouble, talk to somebody. I'm a big proponent of therapy. I'm on antidepressants. Like, talk to someone. And I don't have the best resources available, but you're on the internet and you're on YouTube, so don't self-diagnose necessarily. Understand what's wrong. Find issues, and then talk to a professional. It's one of the greatest things I've ever done. I know it's hard with the Delta and everything, but there are online options. And if you feel for this person, definitely donate if you want to support them financially. And also don't harass them. And that's kind of where this ends for me. If you're harassing them, don't. If you're harassing anybody, don't. Certainly don't. I hope no one thinks I'm I really appreciate the sources that I have and the videos that I watch, and that's why I keep watching them and give them the full views. And gave Sebastian a yellow heart yesterday, making meatballs and shit. But don't maybe this is gonna fall on deaf ears, but I feel like one shouldn't chip away at one's reputation because you as the audience are bored. And the fact is that with Trisha and Moses and Ethan and Hila and Keem and all that, there's plenty to talk about without having to make shit up because you're bored. So, I don't know what to do because I'm new to this, and I learned yesterday that putting Trisha's name in the title was helpful. And I'm going to do it today. And my view of Trisha Paytas is kind of nuanced at this point because she's one of the major players in this show, and I've been following it, and there's more than meets the eye, and there's more than people give her credit for, and sometimes there's less. Sometimes, and there's stuff that I can't stand, and there's stuff that I love. And I'm rooting for Trisha. I'm rooting for Trisha more than I'm rooting for, Shane. Word. I like the track. I think she just, she goes off the rails and then expects other people to take care of it. And maybe she's learning. Hopefully she's learning. We all hope everybody's learning, right? But, there's, like I said in the other video, there are some names that you don't want to say 5 times in the mirror. So, we all need to be careful. So that's what I have to say. That's what I have to say about this. And as the story rolls out, I'll talk about it more. And if that's all if you came for the tea, that's that. That's what I'm drinking my coffee with my robust Italian cream. And that's the tea room. I think today I'm going to be writing. I'm trying to finish up this draft of a script. I'm a screenwriter, and my friend is also a very, very prolific screenwriter, and we used to work at a movie theater together, and he came up with this story that then I kind of threw a couple plot points in there. He was like, cool. And then I think I had a bug up my ass, so I just wrote the first 15 pages. I can't remember exactly how it went, or we were going to do like a back and forth kind of a thing, because we had done that before, where I write 15 pages and then he writes it. And so maybe he had the bug up his ass because I wrote the first 15 pages and then he just like finished the draft. Because he was inspired and he really, really, toot, but like he really liked what I wrote. So he finished the draft, and recently he sent it back to me and he was like, dude, do a dialogue rewrite on it. Do a pass. And let me tell you something, as a screenwriter, that's all you want. I don't have to write any story. I don't have to fuck with anything. All I have to do is make the characters truer to themselves. Is a cat trying to come in? Make a character truer to themselves. And if it's, it's a comedy. It's a horror comedy. So if it's a comedy, make it funnier. Or at least what I think is funnier. It's a dream job. It's not like I'm getting paid or nothing, but as far as a writing gig goes, oh man, I totally get why people are script doctors. I used to wonder, people rewriting screenplays without any credit, without like name credit. Like, why would you do that? And then it's like, man, you get paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to take someone else's script and just do dialogue? Please. That's like downhill skiing. I'm from Vermont. I used to downhill ski every Friday because my school had a thing called ski bus. That's real Vermont shit right there. Every Friday a yellow school bus would come, and we would go to the ice rink, and there would be a yellow school bus there, and we would load our skis into the bus, and then me and my buddies would go downhill skiing at night. And I haven't done it in forever. I used to love it. Love it. Maybe someday I'll end up back in Vermont, and that's something I'll be able to do again. This is a metaphor got awry. It's just sometimes writing a script can be so painful. Downhill skiing is just it's so much fun. So I have about 30 pages left. I think I can finish it today, and then I can send it back to him, and then I can work on this other writing project that I am not going to talk about until it's done, and then I can tell you guys about it. That one I actually am getting paid for, but it's not what you think. Oh my gosh, Addie, really? Thank you guys for sticking around this long. If you have stuck around this long, throw down a palm tree emoji in the comments. Let me know what you think. I'm an idiot, and I don't know from... Addie, I'm coming in a second. I don't know from, how anyone's supposed to prove this stuff or how I'm supposed to feel comfortable with this story. So, as I always say and was taught, ignorance is not stupidity. Ignorance just means you don't know. It's not being malicious. You're not necessarily being mean. Being ignorant means you just don't know. It has nothing to do with being mean, being stupid, or none of that. You just don't know. And I'm probably going to be saying that a lot on this channel. And it's something that's really gotten me through the years, because it's someone's job to educate if you just don't know. And then there are further rules which we can talk about the more we get to know each other. But you guys don't know me. But come back tomorrow. Who knows what we're going to be talking about, man. And thanks again for clicking. And I hope you continue to click. So, all right. Thank you so much. Talk to me. And I will see you guys in the future.